morning, everybody. How are you? The devilishly handsome Ian Dixon. Good morning, sir.
Shut up, for fuck's sake. Jesus.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Monday. Welcome to the show, Rise Up Show with me, your host, Danny Wallace. I hope you're feeling good this morning. Let me know in the comments how you are doing. So here we are. It is Monday morning. I hope you are feeling fired up and ready to go for another week, ripping it up in the entrepreneurial space or the personal development space or however it is that you come across this little live that I do 3 times a week. For anybody that's new to the show, the premise of it is this. 3 times a week, I go live at 9:30 in the morning. On a Monday, we set our intentions together. So we look at the week ahead and see what's going to make this week a win. Then on a Wednesday, we will gather together and learn together. And that might look like bringing a guest on. That might look like having a topic of conversation that we roll our sleeves up and get into. And then on Friday, we get together and celebrate our wins. So whatever it is that we've achieved in the week, coming together and celebrating the shit out of each other. So how are you? Before we get into today, what I would love to do is find out what your intentions for this week are. So let me know in the comments if you are watching along. I'm just going to head over to my phone because I can't see if you're watching on my personal profile and Danny Wallace profile. I won't be able to see your comments unless I am watching along with you. So I am just gonna make sure that if some of you are there and some of you are there, say hello. So if you are watching along, don't be a voyeur. Come and get amongst it. Come and have a chat with us. This morning, my intentions as I look out into this week are really firmly set along getting my sleeves rolled up and making sure that I am absolutely turning up for all of my lovely clients. So up until the sort of, I would say maybe the end of last week, maybe the week before. Morning, Serena. Beth is here. Sarah's here. Hello, everyone. I'm starting to see everyone's comments now. Fantastic. We've been really heavily focused on making sure that Be Inspired has got a full room. However, the room is almost full. We only have 20 tickets left and then we are sold out. So in terms of sort of like the pressure being on, in terms of sort of selling the event out, it's kind of, we're at that point now, it's kind of just going to happen. So if you've been sat on the fence or if you've been like, oh, I need to get my ticket to Be Inspired, please make sure that you do. Or if you know people that have said, oh yeah, I'm going to Be Inspired, I just need to get my ticket, tell those people to go and grab their tickets in the next couple of days. Because I feel like by the time we get to the end of this week, those tickets are going to be gone. We're going to be sold out and we're going to be moving on to the next thing. So a couple of things that I've been working on at the moment that I want to tell you about. So first is in the background, there's lots of things going on for the Fly Anyway Foundation that we can't tell you about just yet, but there are some dates that you are going to need in your diary. So we've got the Fly Anyway 10K coming up towards the end of April. So the big date in the diary, I guess, is the 30th and 31st of March. Of course, it's Be Inspired. So towards the end of March, that's the big thing. That's the big event. The thing that, you know, lots and lots of us will kind of gather out and meet at and all of that sort of stuff. But then towards the end of April, there are a couple of things that you can get amongst. I've been working in the background on the Flying Away 10K. Some more details about that are going to come out over the next couple of weeks. Keep your eyes on my socials for how you can get involved, how you can register. But keep the date. I'm going to have to double check, aren't I? Because you know I'm terrible for this. It is the 23rd. It is the 23rd. So Sunday, the 23rd of April at Heaton Park in Manchester, although you don't need to travel to Heaton Park in Manchester in order to take part. So wherever you are in the world, you can do the Flying Away 10K. Just know that we're doing it on the 23rd of April. What are you saying, Beth? Mailing list. What do you mean? Is that what I'm working on? It's good that my team are here to tell me what it is that I'm working on. So yeah, the 23rd of April. And then another date that I want you to put in your diaries is the week after on the Thursday. So Thursday, the 27th of April, I'm going to be doing a singing gig. So lots of you have been like, oh, Danny, like Be Inspired is amazing, but it would be really good to have a social. The 27th of April is that date. I'm going to be doing a gig. It's in conjunction with one of the artists that's going to be performing at Be Inspired. So more on that in the next week or so. Tickets are going to be on sale to it. You can come along, come and enjoy yourself. It's not a business development night. It's just a night out for all of us to get social, get together, enjoy some incredible music. And that is going to be in the southern region. It's going to be below the Watford Gap, but all of those details are going to come to you in the next few weeks. It's going to be down south, this one, my darling. So I do a lot in the north. But we're going to get a really cool venue. We've got the most phenomenal band. I'm going to be singing. The band's going to be singing, but more on that in the coming weeks. But please, please, please keep the 27th of April free in your diary. It will be in the kind of the London or surrounding area. So it's not going to be central London because the price of the venues are phenomenal. But it will be in that kind of surrounding area. So if you do want to come along, come and support. We're going to be raising money for the Flying Away Foundation as a part of it. I cannot wait. It's very, very exciting. But more on that. So that's two really important dates that are coming up after Be Inspired that you are going to want to get amongst. So that is the Flying Away 10K. That's Sunday the 23rd of April. And then Thursday the 27th of April. It is going to be the big gig. So I'm going to be singing. We've got an incredible band. Details on socials, mailing lists, and details are on socials and mailing lists so that no one misses out. I got you. Thanks, Beth. So if you are not already on our mailing list to get all of these details sort of as they unfold, please go over to www.imthequeenbee.co.uk. Just at the bottom of that page, you can subscribe to our newsletter, to the Bee Mail, which comes out, I think, on a Sunday. I think so. A Sunday or a Monday to kind of kick your week off. But yeah, you're going to be hearing sort of lots more from us in terms of communication and the things that we're getting up to and sort of our reflections as a squad in terms of what's happening out in the speaking space and so on and so on. And a little bit of motivation for you, right? I might have to plan a visit to the family that weekend. Yes, Felicity, it is going to be such a good gig. Loads of entertainment, loads of dancing, just letting our hair down together. Yes, it's on a Thursday night, but that's so that we can keep the venue relatively inexpensive. It would really drive the price up of something if I tried to do something sort of London way on a Friday or a Saturday night. So a Thursday with live music, me, we'll be having singing, dancing, letting our hair down, having a little boogie together. But keep that date in your diary, please. You're down south. Yes, Serena. So yeah, let's get the squad together. Let's have a squad night out. I think the tickets are going to be topped between sort of like 70 tickets-ish for the size of the venue. But yeah, let's get together. Let's do that. So let's have a talk about your intentions for the week. What is going on for you? What have you got planned for this week? What is going to make this week an absolute win for you? Please let me know in the comments what's going on, what's going to make this week a win, how can we support you? I think our gorgeous Sarah Park has something going on today. Let me just double check because I know she sent me a little message yesterday that I want to shout out. Where are you, Sarah? Sarah. Okay. So today, Sarah Park has got a membership launch party going on. So if you want to know more about that, Sarah, please can you pop in the links here what's going on for you today? You've got a launch party happening for the membership that you're launching, which is really, really exciting. So hugest congratulations for you. Please let us know how we can all get involved and come and support you as you throw this out into the world. I know it's been a long time coming, so we're really, really excited for you. What else have you lot got going on? I want to know. Tell me. Don't be a voyeur. Don't sit there going, oh, it's Monday. I'm just coming to get a little bit of energy from Danny. You're not. You're coming to get involved. You're coming to get your sleeves up. Come and tell me what it is that is going to make this week a win for you. What is it? What's it going to be? I want to know. So they're the big things for us this week. So on a Monday, what we do as a team, we all get together. We look at what our objectives are sort of more broadly, and then we start to reverse engineer what those like more broad objectives are sort of piece by piece. But a lot of this week for me is about sort of recovering from last week, which was a pretty big week. So personally, there's lots of things that are going on right now. And it's been a bit, it's been more than a bit of a struggle. It's been a lot of a struggle. But things are kind of moving and everything's going to be all right. And I'll talk to you more about that and kind of as it all unfolds in the weeks to come. But it's meant that I've had to really take stock and call in sort of some rejigging and some self-care and what have you. But Friday was really cool. So what I did on Friday is I headed down to Hastings. I went to Unconvention, which is actually a music conference run by my phenomenal friend, Jeff Thompson, who does the most wondrous stuff for the wider music community. So it's been something that I've been going along to for about sort of 7 years now. But they did it in Hastings in conjunction with, it was the kind of the first day kickoff for Hastings Fat Tuesday. So if anybody's never heard of Hastings Fat Tuesday, it's a 5-day music festival that's taking place in Hastings right now. They're on like their penultimate day. But in the evening, once we'd been to we went to the conference and spoke to some fantastic people from record labels, from management that are kind of movers and shakers in the music arena. As I look at Be Inspired and how I want to elevate it, I want it to be a whole entertainment experience. So I want to not just support breakthrough speakers that are kind of coming up into the world. I want to support breakthrough artists. So singers, DJs, performers, spoken word artists, and build in that kind of entertainment aspect to Be Inspired, which is really, really, really exciting. So to be a part of Unconvention is one of the things that I'm doing in order to network so that I know the right people, right? And being connected to the right people in that space. So that's really exciting. But in the evening, I went to the Mardi Gras. So I donned my glad rags and went and had a proper good dance on Friday, and it was dead good. So Alex Lyden from Beyond the Binary came along with me. We went and had a boogie. The incredible Chantel Davison was there. We had a beautiful meal. We had a dance. We had a sing. And there was this band on. There were two. They were phenomenal. Go and check them out if you're able. So there was Mr. Wilson's Second Liners, which are essentially like a brass setup. So they are, I don't know how many people, like maybe 10, 12 members of this band, all with different woodwind instruments, so saxophones, trombones, all of this sort of stuff. But they play 90s dance music. So that was a phenomenal act to see. And the second act that was on was, I just said hashtag I love sexy Jesus. The second act that was on was called Oh My God, It's the Church. And what they did, and it's interesting, it's funny because when I think about Be Inspired and the vibe at Be Inspired, and I've sat sort of at the back of the room while it's all been unfolding in front of me, and I've spoke to, Jojo Smith from Creative Sass and Danielle and Anna. We've kind of stood at the back sometimes and held hands and gone, if this feels like church, it just feels like this kind of collective, this love, this community, this amazingness. And what was really cool to see was this band sort of creating that, really tongue-in-cheek, really super naughty. They were brilliant, really, really good. But creating this sense of like community and togetherness and church and all of that, without it being sort of prescriptive or without it being religious per se. It was just about this kind of coming together and enjoying the music. And it really got me thinking about, Be Inspired, and what we want to create for Be Inspired is that kind of community, that coming together, that feeling of like, you're not alone and we've got your back and we're going to enjoy ourselves and feel joy in this moment and you're all welcome. And it was really lovely to go and experience that in an entertainment space. But they were dead naughty, like they're really cool. So they were selling t-shirts outside saying I love sexy Jesus, because one of their songs is Sexy Jesus Will Forgive that I've had on repeat since we've got back. But do go and check them out. It was really, really good to go and see artists, to go and see bands, to go and kind of get amongst entertainment. And I kind of forgot just how much I love it. And I really do. And I think that was such a highlight last week and really got me thinking, how can we emulate that? How can we grow that out into Be Inspired? So the first stage of that is for me to sort of meet these artists, for me to see where these people are hanging out. And then we get to book them for things like Be Inspired. So this Be Inspired, for example, we've got George Alfie, who's going to be revisiting us. He performed at the last one, but we're going to make more of the after party. So he's going to be performing. And we've also got one of our speakers who is an insanely talented DJ, Sam Squire, is going to be DJing for us. So we've got this real really cool vibe planned for the after party for Be Inspired as well. And I want to grow on that and amplify that as we grow as an event. So there's lots and lots of things to look forward to, really heavily centered in that. Yes, that feeling of community, learning, laughing, loving, all of that sort of stuff, but also within that entertainment space as well. So for me to be able to bring to you, you know, breakthrough artists or up and coming artists or artists that you might not have come across before who are going to provide you with an incredible experience, we're going to do a lot of focus on that for our September event. So that kicks off with this event, and we've got the, like I say, the phenomenal George Alfie's going to be performing. We've also got Sam Squire DJing, and then in September we are getting amongst it. So very, very excited about all those things, and I'm putting all of those things in place right now so that we can create that for you. All right, I think that's it. Just a short show today. Excuse me. Just a short show today to catch up, check in, see what you're all doing. Access All Areas, Sarah said, is the membership launch party that she's putting out into the world today. So hugest congratulations and hugest love to you. Please do go and check that out if you're watching along. That's Sarah Park Access All Areas membership launch party. The link's in the comments if you're watching on the Queen Bee Danny page on Facebook or indeed in the Hive. A huge thank you to Matt Elwell, who last week went live every single day and dropped content every single day in the Hive, specifically supporting you with sales. So you can go and retrospectively get amongst that and go and do that learning. Please do go and check it out. If you're looking at your bottom line thinking, oh, you know, I need to make more money or we need to do more income generating activity, go and check that out, because we've got a whole bunch of really incredible content from one of my favorite people, Matt Elwell from the Elite Closing Academy. It's in there for you all for free. So go and get amongst that. If you want to boost your sales this week, we've got some content for you that is fresh and hot off the press from one of our VIP speakers at Be Inspired, Matt Elwell. All right, I'm feeling a little bit squeaky. So I'm going to give my voice a little rest. I'm going to drink my Lucozade and get on with my day. I hope you all rip it up. I will see you on Wednesday for more Showing Up, Wising Up and Rising Up. I will be coming to you live from Birmingham because it is JoJo Smith's book ball. I would love to see. Ivy's off today. She's not feeling very well. She's very excited about the book ball, though. I hope you're going to be better for then. But it is JoJo Smith's book ball. I'm very, very excited. It's going to be such a phenomenal event. So I know that I'm going to be seeing some of you guys there. If you haven't already got your ticket and you want to get along to it, please do go and check out Creative Sass, I don't know. Creative Sass, David just looked at me. Go and check out Creative Sass over on Instagram. Go and get a hold. I think there's a couple of tickets left and then they're sold out. But it's going to be such a good event. That's it from me. See you on Wednesday for more Showing Up, Wising Up and Rising Up. Take care.